Welcome back, everyone. My name is Ember, and it is time to cover Volume 7 of One Piece. This one covers chapters. I guess I should start doing the chapter numbers just so people can look up exactly what I'm doing. This is chapter 54 to 62. It's story-wise, this is where Invincible Pearl is introduced, Don Krieg's second mate, and goes all the way up until Don Krieg releases the poison gas. So, we are still deep into the Baratie arc. Looks like it's coming to a close soon, but who knows. These arcs are so fucking massive so early on, and I love it. But, yeah, so right away, I think it was either in the first chapter or the second chapter. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find exactly where it is. This one touched on something that I am very familiar with. But anyway, at one point, Patty, the big buff dude that works with Sanji, gets knocked down by one of Don Krieg's pirates, and one of Don Krieg's pirates tries to take his knife away from him, and I go, "Oh no, you should not do that." And Sanji immediately rushes in and beats the shit out of him, because you do not touch a chef's equipment. Do not do that. I have worked in restaurants before. Do not fuck with the chef's knives. I have seen people almost get stabbed. I'm not joking. So, that was a fun little thing. Oh, there it is, yeah. A chef's knife is his soul. That's what Sanji says. So that was a fun little... That was a very true-to-life bit of info for One Piece. Do not fuck with a chef's knives. Do not do that. Ever. So, yeah, this one's playing into the chef thing a little bit more. A lot of Invincible Pearl dominated most of the fight in this one. Definitely one of the more nonsense villains so far. I don't dislike him, but he is definitely fucking odd. Like, he's got a shield, and then he spits pearls that explode or something, or make fire. It's so all over the place. It creates a really cool battle environment, but it's also a little jarring, and it's just like, wait, what? Oh, fire now? Okay, fire, cool. So, and of course the action is still as strong as ever. Sanji delivering some super fucking powerful kicks. His footwork and just general acrobatics are definitely on display in a lot of the action here. So, that was definitely a treat to see. But of course the battle gets stopped a little short when Jin pulls a gun on Chef Zeph and forces Sanji to take a beating. And again, pirates, they don't fight fair. So you just gotta deal with that sometimes. And holy fuck, Sanji gets a hell of a beating. Good on you, man. Good on you for just pushing through that, because this is also where we get the backstory on Sanji and Chef Zeph, where they're marooned on the island, and Chef Zeph gives Sanji all of the food while eating his own leg, with Sanji not even knowing that until near the end of their stay there. So, that was, yeah, very emotionally rousing feelings, very manly, and just the sense of camaraderie that that Chef Zeph feels with Sanji over sharing their dream of the all blue, the spot in the ocean where all the fish come together. It's a chef's paradise. I like this mythologizing of the Grand Line. Like, obviously, it's not going to be everything that people say is once we actually get into the Grand Line. But I like that it's being built up as this mythical place where everything is possible. And so it makes it feel it's what separates like the regular everyday pirates who just sit in the East Blue all day doing jack shit from the true pirates searching for the One Piece and really pursuing the ultimate treasure. I said tries and then I said treasure. Prize or treasure? Which one? The ultimate treasure. So that was fun, and yeah, it really sets up a great, strong bond between Zeph and Sanji. Even though on the surface it looks like they fucking hate each other. So really enjoyed that, and of course we have that backstory. And of course later on we see that backstory parallels Luffy's backstory with Shanks, where Shanks gave up his own arm to the sea monster to protect Luffy. So, two mentors giving up a limb to protect children. And Luffy really sees that in Sanji and is like, hey, he didn't give up his fucking leg so you could die, jackass. So, that's when Luffy eventually intervenes in Sanji getting the ever-living shit beaten out of him. So, liked that parallel coming up. Just seeing the similarities form, seeing the different characters recognize themselves in other people is one of the things I like about. It's pretty common in shonen action series, surprisingly. So it's definitely showing up here, and I love seeing it. So. Yeah, and of course, eventually, Jin himself steps in and takes over the fight because he thinks it's the only honorable way to do it. But even then, he eventually gives up and says that he can't kill Sanji. I really like this arc that Jin has gone through of just a pirate who washed up on the boat on the Baratie, and Sanji feeds him. He goes back to Don Krieg, says there's food there, but he didn't want Don Krieg to take over the Baratie, but he still has to follow Don Krieg's orders. And then eventually he just gives up completely and says, I can't do this. I have too much respect for this person. He's the only person who's treated me this nicely before. Such a cool arc to go through. And then his even further sacrificing himself by giving up his gas mask to Luffy for when Don Krieg releases the poison gas. So fucking cool. Luffy also had a few really cool moments in this. Again, the parallel with Shanks was pretty cool. And I'm trying to find this panel again, though, where, and it goes along with some of just the phenomenal action in this story, where to stop the fire from reaching the Baratie, just straight up battle axes the fucking deck and knocks a part of the ship into the ocean. So fucking cool. And then he says he's gonna try to sink the ship just to stop everything. Fucking just loose cannon Luffy going off everywhere. Fucking love it. But he actually has, like, this is not like just him on a whim doing this. It's very clear that he has motivation to do this. He's trying to save Sanji because he sees part of himself in Sanji. So, love that. I do wish, I mean, that this part will come eventually, but I do wish we'd seen a little more of Don Krieg in action. Like, he is constantly fighting Luffy as this goes along, but he's basically just taking pot shots at him. minor complaint, but again, we're coming up on the final fight with Don Krieg, I think. So, we'll definitely get some more action from him, hopefully. I think that's all I have to say for now. Again, I always say this, but I'm not sure how long this one is in comparison to the others. It feels like I had less to say this time around. Maybe it's just because I'm forgetting something or whatever. It's because I've been reading this one a little more sporadically than usual. Usually I have decent chunks of time to split them into, but I've been editing all day, so the way I edit is like I'll edit a minute of footage and then read a chapter of manga. And so that's how I've been doing that all day since like 9 a.m. But anyway, good volume. Excited to see the end of Baratie. And also very excited to finally get back to Arlong Park. Man, that's going to be good. So, that's it for now. Leave a comment below if you have something to say or if you have any suggestions on whatever. My name is Ember, and I'll see you next time.